Welcome back, everybody. Today, we're going to do something that I haven't done since one of my first YouTube videos. We're going to do a repair video. Today, I'm going to try and repair this broken Apple Watch. Stick around to find out if I can do it. Now, before we get started on repairing this Apple Watch, a little background. This watch I have had for 5 years. It's a Generation 1 Apple Watch. And when I first got it, I bumped up against a wall and it cracked the glass. Fast forward to a couple months later when the battery died in the watch and I just kind of threw it in my car because I didn't want to wear it at work all day. Well, when I did that, it got so hot outside that the glue became unadhesed and the screen fell off. And I found out the thing that I thought was a scratch was actually a crack. And anyway, you see how it is now. I never really wanted to fix it before because the parts were kind of expensive. But looking on Amazon, I found some parts that were relatively inexpensive. So now the plan is to try to replace this screen with a fully functional one. Let's check it out. All right, so now you can see some of the things we'll be working with here today. We have obviously the Series 1 Apple Watch with the screen which is coming off. We have the replacement screen. We have some 3M tape, which I'll be putting around here, all the way around, and just various pry tools. So the hardest thing to do is going to be to get into here. Before I do that, I need to get in here and unhook the battery. These two little points right here. Just slowly working my way underneath it. Feel it up. There we go. There's a little cable right there. It needs to disconnect. Okay. Battery's out and looks good. Now the next step, and I've seen this on a lot of other videos, you've got to get this clamp off of here, this clasp off of here, because it's holding these two cables in place. And from what I've seen, the easiest thing to do is to get in here like so. There's a little lip right there. Little lip right there that we're trying to get to. There we go. There's that little cover. We've got our two connecting wires there and right there. There you can see the old screen and the new screen. You see right here, this was busted. Now this screen still works just fine. It's just not complete. So maybe I can put it on eBay for parts because the LCD behind it still works. You want to get in here. Make sure we're all cleaned up. Now, one important thing to remember when you're working on washes like this is there is a little rubber seal here that you do not want to pull out. So what I'm doing instead is getting all the old adhesive off, which will leave that seal in place. I'm just going across it here and trying to clean up stuff. Make sure it's as clean as possible before you put everything back in. There is absolutely no wiggle room on these things. Now for the new display. I'm going to take this 3M tape here. Run this along the edge of the screen. Good. Good. Adheres to there. Maybe a little hard to tell, but I can see what's going on because as I'm doing this, you can start to see the black of the display coming through the tape. It's telling me that it's getting good and stuff down there. All right. Now here we double check. Should probably do the reverse process, which is you hook these two things back together. This is the nervous part because I've got to put the battery back in after I put the screen on. After I remember to put that clamp down. Let's see if we can. Need about 4 hands to do this, it feels like. Cables out a little bit more. Better angle at it here. All right. Those are back in place. Now it's kind of hard to tell. Now, I'm going to take this. There we go. You just have to get it hooked on this side. Hooked on this side here. And it will clamp down on the other side. Now to reverse the process of the battery.
I've made a huge mistake.
Now, just make sure that you're lined up. Press the screen in place. With any luck, there you go. You've got a signal. So we're just going to let that charge a little bit, and we'll come back. And now, with that, I have a repaired Apple Watch. Now, this is something that can be a little difficult, as there's not a lot of room for error, and it's kind of difficult to get that clasp back on. But aside from that, not a terrible repair. And if you have any questions about what you saw today, please feel free to leave a comment down below, and I'll be sure to get back to you as soon as I can. I'm Bryant, and this has been Reviews for Nerds. Have a great day.